Greetings and welcome to another edition of The Fan Perspective. I am your host Nathan Lyle, and you're tuned in to another edition of NBA Weekly. Here's what's been happening this weekend. The New York Knicks have now won 8 games in a row. The Pacers and Jazz have both won 4 in a row. The 76ers have won 3 in a row. Phoenix has lost 6 in a row. Portland has lost 4 in a row. The Pistons have lost 3 straight. And here's how the playoff picture has shaped up. The Jazz winning streak has now put them in front of the Lakers for that 8th seed. They currently have identical records, but if the playoffs started right now, the Jazz would be in. Not to mention that Houston and Golden State are barely a few games in front of the Jazz. Portland has not been officially eliminated, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say that they're not going to get in. Dallas is still under 500. But they're only a game and a half behind the Lakers, so the battle for the playoffs in the West is looking really intense right now. And a few milestones for you this week. The next game that Derek Fisher plays will be the 1200th of his career. The next game Dirk Nowitzki plays will be the 1100th of his career. The next game that Shane Battier plays in will be the 900th of his career. And Artest is 3 games away from 900 for his career. Jason Kidd is now 128 minutes away from 50,000 for his career. Kobe is now 8 made field goals behind Elvin Hayes for 6th on the all-time list. Vince Carter is 8 behind George Gervin and Terry Cummins for 31st. Ron Artest is 2 3-pointers away from 1100 for his career. Kevin Martin is 7 away from 900 for his career. Darren Williams is 9 away from 800. Nate Robinson is 4 away from 700. And Kevin Durant is 9 away from 700. Kobe is 4 assists behind A.V. Johnson for 32nd on the all-time list. Vince Carter is 8 assists away from 4,000 for his career. Ron Artest is 9 steals behind Fat Lever for 19th on the all-time list. Ray Allen is 10 away from 14,000 for his career. Andre Iguodala now has over 1,200 for his career. And Steve Nash is 8 steals away from 900 for his career. And Kobe has now passed Wilt Chamberlain and is currently 4th place on the all-time scoring list. The only 3 players who have more career points than him are, in order, number 1, Kareem the Dream, number 2, the Mailman Malone, and number 3, Air Jordan, who currently has 858 more points than Kobe. I'm not going to say it's completely impossible, but I highly doubt that Kobe is getting any higher on this list before the end of the season. But if he plays another year, I could easily see him passing at least one more name on this list. And Dirk Nowitzki is currently 99 points away from becoming the 17th person in NBA history with 25,000 for his career. Paul Pierce is 57 away from 24,000 for his career. And LeBron James is 18 away from 21,000 for his career. And here are a few games that I'm looking forward to in this coming week. First of all, on Monday there are 8 games on the schedule, a few of them that seem interesting. First, you've got the Spurs at the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are looking to tie the season series and get their 50th win. They stand a pretty decent chance. The home team has won every game in this series, and the Spurs are on the road a day after taking on the defending champs. This is a good opportunity for the Grizzlies to try and come in and steal back that 4th seed. Then you have the Blazers at the Jazz. The Jazz should be able to strengthen their grip on that 8th seed. This is the final meeting between these two teams, and the Jazz lead the series 2-1. Then you've got the Pacers at the Clippers, the second and final meeting between these two teams. The Pacers have been a pretty decent home team, but even in their own building, they couldn't handle the Clippers, and they are still under 500 on the road. And then Tuesday, only 3 games scheduled, but a couple of them are actually worth watching. You've got the Knicks at the Heat. This is the final regular season meeting between the two teams, and the Knicks currently lead the series 2-1. Then you've got the Mavericks at the Lakers, the final meeting between these two teams. The Lakers lead the series 2-1, and the away team has actually won every single meeting. And this game could have some serious playoff implications. The winner will be that much closer to getting that 8th seed. And then on Wednesday, a full 12-game slate, but only one of them that, in my opinion at least, is worth paying any attention to at all. It's the Nuggets at the Jazz. The Nuggets lead the series 2-1, but the home team has won every matchup, and the Jazz are still fighting to hold on to that playoff spot. They can't afford to let up. And then on Thursday, only 3 games on schedule, and every single one of them holds playoff implications. You got the Bulls at the Nets. The Bulls lead the series 2-1, and the home team has won every time. You've got the Mavericks at the Knicks. The Nuggets. The only time they played was back in December before Dirk was playing, and Denver managed to win that one. And they will play each other once this week and a final time the week after that. And then last but definitely not least, you've got the Spurs at the Thunder. The final meeting between the top 2 teams in the Western Conference. The Spurs currently hold a 2-1 lead on this series, and the home team has won every single game in this series. Oh, that's it for this episode of The Fan Perspective. Tune in Friday for another edition of NBA Weekly. And until then, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you on Friday.